What's up, guys? Hey, I wanted to show you my Ebersparcher heating thingamajig. Got a diesel heater for hot water and radiant floor heating. Made some brackets, kind of hung it off of my headache rack and the other brackets up against the box. Got intake and exhaust there. Hoses run down on top of my air tanks behind these tanks. And they go, I don't know if you can see them, they go up into the floor in there somewhere. There's a hose clamp. And then inside I've got a heat exchanger, and that gives me hot water. And then I just had to modify this reservoir. I got it off Amazon, and I only had this little fitting on the bottom, and that was not providing enough flow for overflow and all of that. So I drilled and tapped it, put a 1/2 inch pipe thread in it and 3/4 inch tubing, and then drilled a little vent hole in the cap. That goes up there, I don't know, right there, that bracket. That hose I'll have to trim and connect. But basically, all the wiring and stuff runs inside the house battery. I've got, this one has an external water pump. This is the Ebersparcher, I think it's a D5WS, so it's 24 volt, which is nice. It's native. It's got an external water pump right there that circulates the water. There's no internal pump. And then over on this side, I've got the fuel line that runs over. I don't know if you can see, fuel pump's down here somewhere. There's the fuel pump mounted up against the frame rail so you can't hear it. It doesn't tick or anything. And it is siphoning fuel from my fuel line right there. So there's an AN tap fitting, that little red piece right there. And that has a tap. It's female 1/8 inch pipe threads. So I put a hose barb on that, ran the hose across with the other lines, and the fuel pump power down there. And plugs into this connector here. This is a military kit off of a Humvee block heater. Pretty easy. It's got a 7-day timer inside and a simple like on-off switch if you want. But that's kind of my setup. I've got a plate heat exchanger inside, which, you know, has its plus and minuses, and this all outside. Behind this wall is my shower, so I can't really hear any of this when it's running. It is actually pretty loud, surprisingly. But it gets, I don't know, there's maybe 1/2 gallon of fluid in this whole system, and it gets that up to temperature, which is between 170 and 185 in about 2 minutes. And I've basically got unlimited instant hot water inside that's like too hot. I'm gonna have to put a valve in to mix some of that with the cold, because it comes out like 160 or 180 degrees within 2 minutes. So definitely need to tone that down for the floor, but I'll do that later. And so big truck, little truck. I found out the fun way that I have to open my cargo bin on the top until I get shocks in there when I tilt the cab. Otherwise that bangs open and makes a whole lot of noise. Other than that, we're leaving for a trip tomorrow, Tuesday, day after tomorrow, I don't know. So just getting everything buttoned back up, and that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. Any questions, leave a link, leave a comment below, and you know, I'll try and help you out. All right, take it easy.